Hey, two, this is Team Big Ol' Turd Dragon. Down around my Dickler file. Went to Knoxville Regionals, and there was 267 people there. It was a lot of people. It was more people than they usually have, but yeah. So I went and used Dino Rabbit, and I got 18th place, and they cut the top 32, so I got invited to nationals. And I'm pretty. I mean, I believe that if I would have studied my matchups more, I probably could have got further, because I didn't really wasn't very sure of a Murmur matchup. Like, I didn't know all the plays and making stuff, even though it really has a good matchup. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and do the monsters. I ran one Grand Mole. I decided to run this because Fire Kings just came out, and I figured that might be cool there. A couple people there using Fire Kings, and there's two Fire King decks in the top tables. My brother used Fire Kings, he got 32nd place. So yeah, it turned out to be really, really good. And then I used 3 Guayabas. I love this card. It's so good with Lance. Like, this was like I can't tell you how many times they went Thunder King and just like didn't really set anything. Like, they just go Thunder King like set 1. I'll go direct Guayaba attack, and they don't activate anything, so I'll be Lance, and then I'll get a Logia and get over the Thunder King. It's really good. I ran triple Cobzels, of course, and triple Sabersaurus, and then the 2 Rabbit. It's just you have to. 2 tour guides, a Sangan, and 1 non-assailant. You just need it. It's really good. You need an extra target. Plus non-assailant's not bad on its own. 2 Spirit Reaper. This is really, really good. It baits out a lot of stuff. If you're going second, you can set it. If they like playing really aggressive and you want to just like stall, like just sit there and kind of wait to get some more cards to make a comeback. Or if they're not and they're just like sitting back row and they're playing passive, you can summon Spirit Reaper if they don't set a monster, and I'll force them to activate something. Like a couple times I would just summon it into their back row and they'd saw them warning it, and then next turn I'd follow up with a Rabbit. So it's really good. Plus it's really good with, like I said, if you can set it and they attack it too, you can sit on it until you get another level 3, and then make a Leviair and bring back a Rabbit, do all kinds of stuff with that. It's very good. And that's it for the monsters. I ran 18 monsters. Spells, I ran triple Lance. It's really good. Best card in the deck. I used it for so many different things. Attacking over monsters, protecting your monsters, just so much stuff. Like, I mean that's still only 2 things, but it's good in so many situations. Like, it just helps you out so much. There's so many different matchups too. Against Chaos Dragons or like stuff like that. If they have a lot of high attack monsters, you can chain it, put them down, or not chain it, but activate it, put them down. It's really good. And then I used 2 Soul Taker. It turned out to be really good. Because that way I could make a Logia and attack into Gores, because I could get rid of the monster, like attacking the Dragodi, stuff like that, like, it makes the deck a lot better. And also a mirror match is not bad, it's pretty good, so you can, like, get rid of the Cobzol or Sabersaurus, play your own, It's really good. It also takes care of Spirit Reaper, stuff like that, along with Lances. I had 2 MST to get rid of back row, but since I was running triple Lance, I didn't run, only 2 MST. Which you need to, because Lance is way better. 1 Book of Moon, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, and 1 Heavy Storm. Those are staples. Well, Book of Moon, some people aren't using it, but in this you definitely need it because of Guayaba. It's another card that lets you attack over monsters. Traps. I ran 1 Compulse. I took on Torrentials because so many times I was opening it with Torrential and Rabbit, and it just sucks because they could just, once they go to the Rabbit, all has a Torrential blow up my board, and it kind of sucks. So that just really, I I understand it's a really good card, but I just wasn't drawing well with it, and I really didn't like it. So I took it out and put in 2 Phoenix Chains, and then I didn't like the Phoenix Chains because in the mirror match they kind of suck because you can't hit the Rabbits, you can't hit their Sabersaurus. So I took it out, I put in a Compulse and 1 other card. 2 Bottomless, it's just good trap. 2 Warnings, and Judgment, just staples in here. 2 Macro, really good, it's just in a lot of matchups, really good card. 2 Dimensional Prison, I decided to use Dimensional Prisons over 2 Mirror Force because of just Chaos Dragons. Like, my brother made Chaos Dragons like the couple days before, and he says he didn't use them, which he didn't end up using them. But it's just the fact that he like slaughtered me like so much, and this card helps in the matchup. And then I did use one Mirror Force because I took out the 2 Phoenix Chains, so I wanted something else to put in that was dealing with, like, I just, because it deals with mass removal, you know, but it's not, you can place a torrential, you know. And then Once Road, it's just too good. Like, I hate this card, but in this deck it's so good, because when you open up Logia, you set 2, and the next turn you summon a monster, attack, you know, they Mirror Force torrential, they try and bait out your materials, you can chain this, and it's just like game over. For the extra deck, and 1 Stardust for the Slut Road, 2 Leviator since I was using macro, you need it. I went into it a couple times when I to, but you don't go into it very often, but it's good to have. 1 Acid Golem, 1 Zim Mains, 1 Team Tempo, 1 Platinum Dragon. These are just the basic rank 3s that are good. And Acid Golem, you really do need it. I mean, like, you don't want to go into it though, because it can really screw you over, but you need to give her stuff sometimes. 2 Dolka, 2 Logia, you know, basic. 1 Mage Trick, 1 Utopia, 1 Black Ship of Corn, and 1 Cowboy. The Cowboy's also good, it gets over stuff, as a Golem does, you know, so if you have the 2 level 4s, you can go to Cowboy and get over stuff, and you can burn them. Like, a lot of times you can go, like, Rabbit and 2 Saber Sources, attack for 38, and then go into Cowboy and burn them for game, like, if they're low enough, you know. And then Black Ship of Corn, I put it in over, Photon Operative. Because it does pretty much the same thing, and it's a little bit better, like against Zim Mains and stuff. Because, you know, pretty much you use Photon Operative to get past Spirit Reaper. And this does that, and it also hits Zim Mains, so it's really good. And the extra deck, I mean not the extra, the side deck, is 2 Max C for pretty much just windups, and I think that's the only thing I really decided to make against. I could have done against, yeah, 6 Sams, decided to make it 6 Sams, that's about it. 1 Gores, the mirror match is really good. Or any deck that you side out macro, it's really good to have. 1 Leash in the Light for agents. Didn't play any agents there, but I had it in there for that. 2 level limits for Chaos Dragons. Because if you're not going first, macro is not really that great. Plus they can just, you know, summon a Lila, pop macro. Like, it's just not that great. Level limits a whole lot better. Because you can also activate it. If you don't get macro first turn, then you're kind of screwed. But if you draw this late, it's still good to draw. Because you can activate it, you know, it stops them. Well, macro, you have to get it first turn for it to even be effective. 1 Chalice, just for matches that use effects like windups, and set it in the mirror match because you can chain it to Logia after they summon a rabbit. They go negate, chain to Logia, so it loses materials and you still get to do your rabbit. And it also stops Stone Eaters and Rykos too, but I didn't really decide it against anything that uses Rykos. 2 Stoneman and a Falsadina. Well, Stoneman first, just for mirror match, and you know, heroes, like, that's about it. I said it didn't get 6 Sams, get rid of Sheehan. 1 Falsadina. I was going to use 3 Summon here, but Falsadina's a little bit better because it kind of does the same thing you want to do. Like, the mirror match, you gets rid of Logia. Then again, you can also side it against Chaos Dragons and, like Mermails, windups. Pretty much any deck that's post summons, you can side it against, so it's really, like, it's a better side card than Summon here. And then another macro, just for decks that you want to have it against, like Water or Dark Worlds. Another Thunder, one Thunder King, just for, like, if I'm going first against windups or mirror match, like a lot of decks, you can decide it. I sided it in, and it was really, really helpful. And then 1 MST and 2 Dust Tornadoes. For I sided it in against Water because the side goes in matches, and for the big spheres and stuff like that. And I sided in. I don't really remember. I sided in against a few good decks, but yeah. In the mirror match, I sided out MSTs, so yeah. That's the deck. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Team Big Old Turtle Dragon signing out.